Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thrillhouse. We've got Supercars Group A Round 3 tonight from the mighty Interlagos circuit in Brazil. Looking forward to a spectacular night of action-packed racing. Some of the best drivers in Australia going to be going head-to-head tonight. So looking very much forward to that. But for now, as a bit of a warm-up event tonight, we've got the Supernovas. And joining me in the box tonight, we've got Grim Death. How are you, Grim Death?
I'm good, my friend. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, actually. Looking forward to a fantastic night and some absolutely wonderful classic cars here tonight in this beautiful event. How's all the racing been going tonight? Who's looking like they've got the pace?
Well, I was about to say Richard Withers, but somehow he's just dropped out of the room for a second. Scooter, he's up there. Watch Drifter. He's a really good Nova driver, so I'm expecting him to be up high. Same with Phoenix, and Rebel. So there's literally a group of about 5 to 6 drivers in here every week. Watch them, they're going to be up there.
Anyway, tonight we are at the BB Raceway, one of the tiny little, I like to say, complex little ovals. It's a very, very big test for these cars. These cars have got quite a lot of power, not too much weight, and they do chomp through tyres like crazy if you're not careful, especially the rear end, as we see G-Man with a massive slide there. So if you haven't experienced Supernovas before, it's a load of fun. It's crash and bash, it's high-speed racing, it's close rubbing, it's just beautiful old-school NASCAR style racing. So let's run through the field tonight and see who we've got for us tonight. So first of all, starting off is Scooter, who is in transparent mode, unfortunately. Joins the Super 2 races quite a bit. Very fast driver in his own right. We've got Josh Locke in the Wonder Talladega Nights Ricky Bobby livery. In P3, we've got the number 12, G-Man. Number 4, Rebel Dixie in the Brad Keselowski beautifully presented Miller's Light mobile. We've got Cine Phoenix, who's also just decided to go a little bit transparent in the number 21. Faster Jet, he's channeling his inner Jimmy Johnson tonight. We've got Major TM, who's decided to try and pick up some time extensions and make it to the end in the Daytona USA livery. We've got Cerberus, who's going to be saluting the National Guard with the Dale Earnhardt Jr. livery. And we've got Drifter. Drifter's going to be driving in the Richard Petty livery, the King. So looking forward to a great race tonight, guys. So drop down who you want to win for this one, who you're barracking for in the Novas, and if you want to have a chat about today's V8 Supercars race as well. So far away, what do you think of today's race, Grim Death?
Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to see a lot of it, so I can't really comment on it today, unfortunately. But what I have noticed is there was a big, massive pit lane incident, which I would love to watch. Everyone's raving about what actually went down, so I'd love to get some footage on that and see what actually happened. Apparently, the pit lane got completely bopped at the Triple Eight box.
Yeah, it did. Let's just say I won't spoil it for you. There was a little bit of an altercation, and it just ensured carnage, like what we're seeing here at the moment between Major and the number 12 here. So,
carnage is always a good thing to watch. Not a good thing to pay for, but a good thing to watch.
It was a fantastic race, guys, and everyone in chat, if you want to talk about today's V8 Supercars race, drop down your thoughts as well. Love to hear from what you thought. As for me, I say well done, Shane Van Gisbergen. I'm a big Holden fan. Who were you barracking for, Grim Death, for Adelaide? Scotty McLaughlin, were you? Or?
No, I can't stand. Unfortunately, I'm not a Scotty McLaughlin fan. To be honest, I can't stand him too much. Believe it or not, I go for Triple Eight, but as a driver standpoint, I'm a Scotty Pye fan. To be honest, he's had it hard when he first joined into the series, but as you watch him, he's traveled those really hard sections of his life in the career, and you just see him moving forward every season. So I'd watch him over the next couple of years as soon as he gets a nice car under his belt, which he has done lately. Yeah, Scotty Pye for me, to be honest.
I'm a big Davey Reynolds fan, so I was pretty okay with his performance today. Let's see the chat. Drifter, I want Drifter to win. Well, that's no bias there. So, top 3, Scooter, Drifter, and Cruisin' from Grimdeath's wife. How are you, Grimdeath's wife? The good doctor, Frosty, driver of the day. Well, I'm inclined to agree there. He started last on the grid, and he was just... Wow, he just pulled out a master stroke, didn't he? So...
Yeah, that was one of the other things I was listening to over Facebook and all that. Frosty's driving, the way he's connected with the Commodore. Everyone thought it would be the worst thing ever, but it seems like he's found himself again.
And I was surprised by his pace as well. Like, everyone was laughing at him for leaving Tickford, saying, yeah, the Mustang's going to go out and dominate. And while it started off all right in the hands of Scott McLaughlin and Cam Waters, Frosty did very, very well in his own right. So I'd say well done to him on making such a big move as well, being a Ford boy all his career. So...
Yeah, it would have been a very big decision for him to make.
Yeah.
But by the looks of it, he's made the right call. He was, in my eyes, he was getting pretty stale. Not to be mean and rude to the team, but he was getting pretty stale at Tickford at one stage there. He needed a move, to be honest, to reboost himself, get more confidence in himself again. I think he lost a lot of confidence over the last couple of seasons.
Anyway, we're going to cross over to the Novas now. Keep an eye on things. So far, Scooter is on in the pits. Says he's on top, unfortunately, but he's not. Dick Withers has got the fastest time with a 28.751, guys. So we'll get on the track, do a quick lap, and we'll show you the sights and sounds of this little Broadbean raceway. So coming through the final bend now, on board with Filthy Bits. So straight down the main straight. You want to brake nice and early though, taking into turn 1. Too much power, you'll just understeer straight into the wall. If you don't keep the foot, well, it's best to say throttle control for the whole track. Turn 2 here, hug that inside line, keep hugging it on the exit, and switch to that right hander. Be careful of the tyres though, very easy to oversteer into the wall there, especially in these Novas. And this final left-hand bend. Not much to this track. Seems simple, seems complex, but it's anything but. Especially in these Supernovas. A lot of power, very easy to oversteer, and if you make one mistake braking-wise, you're just straight in the wall. So it's going to be a war of attrition. There won't be a clean car in this field, I reckon, and it's just going to be an absolute... Well, I like to say it's a wreck fest, but I'm hoping it's going to be an absolute masterclass. And as Filthy just drifts it straight into the pits there. Checking out our field now with G-Man. That's the best thing about this class too, car control. You'll see it in spades in this competition. So for all those who want to join up into the Supernovas, it is a community event. You're more than welcome to join, anyone's allowed. Head on to thrillhousearcade.com and just join Thrillhouse through the links there. And if you want to, click events and also register for the Novas that way. It's definitely something I recommend you should do. And also feel free to jump into our Discord as well. So jump on Discord, search up Thrillhouse Supercars, you'll find us on there. Join the community, it's growing fast. Lovely bunch of guys who are very passionate about what they do. And it's more like a community, it's more like a family. We get along so well and everyone's just a really tight-knit bunch. So got 1 minute to go until race start. Checking in with Filthy there in the number 51 entry. Unfortunately, I've never seen Days of Thunder, so I can't really say who's who in that movie. And that's my bad. There's the 5-time Jimmy Johnson.
Which car is it? Which car number?
The 51. I think that's
the
not
Exion car?
Yes.
That was Hardy, I think it was. No,
So I'm going to have to make sure I watch Days of Thunder, unfortunately, for my sake. Never seen it before. As we get ready to go racing, Grimdeath has decided enough's enough. We're going to go for it. So, 10 laps around this track, guys.
10 minutes.
Racing on 10 minutes. Racing on the softs. And it's going to be an absolute field day watching this event. So sit back, grab a beer on this beautiful Sunday night. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are. Kick back and watch some beautiful action on the Supernovas. So we've got Scooter in pole. Dick Withers in third. Looking down the field. Cerberus. Biding his time. Nerves will be high at the start. Looking back at that grid now. 8 beautifully presented supernovas. And we're underway. Scooter will lead him straight away from the start. Cerberus in second. Dick Withers in third. G-Man already keen to look up. As they come through the first corner, are they looking good? Yes, they are. Very well behaved, boys. Filthy's dropped back a bit. But we've already got Carnage and Cruisin's in the wall. Gets away cleanly, though. Back up the front now, and we've got the number 18 of Scooter. Holding that lead, he's actually managed to gather it up. A little bit, oh, a little bit of a wiggle there. And that's given Cerberus a bit of a chance. Oh, look out, G-Man! G-Man has spun! Oh, and he's in the wall. Complete ankle and Bentley replay. And as you can see, he was coming in, just oversteered the exit and just hit the wall with Drifter there, unfortunately. And that's all she wrote for the number 12 there. And he's going to have to fight his way the hard way up from 7th position. Scooter's starting to build a tiny bit of a gap here to Cerberus, who's got Dick Withers behind him. Filthy's made his way up to 4th, and look at this, he's in a fight with Drifter here. Can he hold him off? Yep, beautifully done. Drifter's going to fight him though. Oh, there's Carnage all the way down the back. 3 cars into the wall. They're all in the fence. Sinner Phoenix in 7th though. G-Man's gone up to 6th. And look at this. Oh, look at the rear end. Oh, car control. Well done there, Sinner. Beautifully done. So, look at this. The battle up the top is really coming to a head now. Oh, look at this, Cerberus on the outside. He's put Dick Withers straight into the wall, and G-Man's also followed him. Wow. Jumping on board with Scooter now. Looking at the rear end. Look at the battle pack. These guys are really not mucking about tonight. Look at the slide on. Dick Withers in the Drifter.
3 of them just gone out the back. Phoenix, Cruisin, and Rebel all went out on the pink.
Filthy's just taken the lead as well. The move up the inside on Scooter. Beautifully done, and shakes the rear end out there. Very tough fight this is going to be for Filthy. He's got some very high quality and very fast drivers behind him, that's for sure. Won't be long until the rear end of these Novas is going to start sliding more than anything. So
they're definitely racing for cheap stations tonight. They're not holding back anything at the start of their tracks.
As one Dead Set legend said, they'll be fighting for the last skittle in the bag. Oh, Cerberus! What a hold! That was beautifully done. Drifter is also fighting up here for the top 3. He's going to go. Is he going to push the lead? No. Cerberus holds him off. Scooter's in 3rd. Dick Withers in 4th. He's got G-Man in 5th. Filthy's holding on in 6th, and Cruisin's starting to come in 7th. So there is quite a bit of a battle pack going on. Looking back now, look at the action here. Look at the King. He's looking. He's hunting. No, he's holding off. Oh, Dick Withers with a big punt. Oh, he's straight into the wall too. Scooter holds on as well. Oh, wow.
The rest of the pack back up against them now, so it's now a fight from 1st to 9th.
Wow, this pack is really closed up. And if you have a look just behind Filthy and Cruisin and Drifter, Dick Withers and Faster Jet are also catching up with Sinner. Rebel Dick's here. And Mage is just hanging back a little while. So, is he going to push for that time extension? We'll wait and see. Back up the front now. Look at Scooter. Oh, they're 3 wide as they go into the first bend. Oh, and Filthy's just copped it. Oh, he's copped it from the side. He's copped it from the rear. Oh, no. Dear, oh, dear. Scooter's pulled away, though. Half a second. Getting back to the rear of his car now. G-Man, he's fought his way back up. He had that early bit of altercation. And he's hit the wall, and this is going to check Drifter up. Oh, that could have been so much worse. So much worse.
Wow, at least half the field's actually chewed through half their tyre life already.
Oh! Faster Jet's gone round! We've got a complete Angler Bentley replay. So look at this. He just fights with Dick Withers. A massive oversteer. Goes through the inside. And unfortunately just gets caught out. A few cars in the wall there, unfortunately, so he's going to have to fight his way back up from 10th. Back up the front, and look at this battle. They are really not mucking about. Scooter, G-Man, Drifter, and Filthy. Oh, a bit of contact. G-Man cops it from Drifter that checks up Filthy. Drifter makes his way up to P2 now. Plenty in Biff and Barge in this one. They're not mucking about, are they, Grimdeath?
No, they're not. They're literally wanting every single part of this tarmac to themselves. These cars are looking like they're going straight to the wreckers. They don't want them back at the sheds.
Yep, some poor person will sell the parts on buy swap sells, so they'll make the most of this. Anyway, back to the action now. Look at the top three. It's less than... There's 2 tenths in it. This is insane action right now, and it's just better behind as well. Oh! G-Man clips the inside, and that's Dick Withers gone very wide. In fact, he's hit the pits. Dick Withers has gone into the pits. Look behind, and it's just carnage. Scooter's holding the lead, but look at this action behind.
Okay, I think he went in specifically because his front right-hand tyre is gone. There's hardly nothing left of it.
And that's the deal with the Novas. Do you just try and make these tyres last? Do you go the whole way? Or do you pit, get some free space, and make up the time? While the others are making a little bit of sideways action. It's really good to watch on the TV, that's for sure. But for these guys, that sideways action is not going to be fun at all. Look at G-Man. He goes up the inside of Drifter. Will he hold it? Oh, a bit slow in the corner entry, and it's... Check Drifter right up. It's put G-Man into the wall, but they're still going to argue over it. Beautifully done. Cruisin's fighting with G-Man as well. G-Man gives him a bump. Fighting for 4th and 5th. These two are not mucking about at all. Going on board now, as you can see. Look at these guys catching up. Got the time extension. It's just a lap down. Also got the Jimmy Johnson mobile. The number 12. There's a bit of a tap from behind.
The best tyre life, and he just gets smacked in the wall by G-Man as well, as I was looking at him.
G-Man really does not want to lose this, does he?
No, but I reckon he's more struggling with grip at the moment. His front right tyre's got a quarter of life left, and his rear right tyre's only 50% life left, so he's really struggling to keep that on the track.
He's going to try and go up the inside again of Drifter now. Who's going up the inside of Scooter? Nope, Scooter just puts it into a nice spot. G-Man just breaks it. Oh, a little bit of car control there from Rebel Dixie. Look at these guys. They're starting to settle a little bit now. Just getting into a decent rhythm. Definitely a big battle pack now. And oh, look out, look out. Who's that in the wall? That's Phil. No. I do apologise. Cameraman is a bit shoddy. Back up the front now. Cruisins. Oh, look at this. They're not going to even think about it, are they? G-Man's in the wall. He's hit the wall. This is where it matters now with your driving skill. If you've got really good throttle control and you look after those tyres, you'll make a massive amount of ground towards this end of this race. We've got under 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes.
So
4 laps.
There's going to be a lot of action coming up, so hold on to your seatbelts, guys. Look at this battle. 3 in the wall. Oh, and that's G-Man's just not having the best. Oh, Scooter's in the wall. Scooter's been turned. Oh no, that number 18's not had a good twilight to this race. Look at Cruisin', he's somehow inherited the lead.
Drifter's tyres are gone. So the top 5 have no tyres.
Speaking of no tyres,
this is insane.
Looking at Cruisin' now, still in front, looking after that car. G-Man in second, Rebel's in the wall in third, he just understeers into the wall, and Scooter's had a bit of an incident. Jeez, these boys are playing for keeps tonight.
Watch Filthy, he's pulled his way back and he's got the best tyres on track.
So Filthy's looked after that car now, look at him slice through that, straight through them like a box of laxatives. So can Cruisin' hold on? He's got G-Man behind, who's going to be hungry for success here. G-Man goes up the inside. Oh, look at the 2 in the wall, boys. No one's going to be happy about these cars being wrecked, but they're so beautiful. Unfortunately, Robin's racing, so we'll just keep an eye on these guys. Filthy. Oh, Filthy and G-Man with a bit of a collision. Oh, the number 48's gone into the wall as well. Dig Withers has just started to creep up a little bit. Very pronounced speedway racer. Look at this, they're four. What? Surely not. Surely not, boys. Oh, G-Man just goes in early and that puts Cruising into the wall a little bit. Filthy's going to fight for this one. It is the final lap. They're going to be going for the finish line. Go hard or go home, boys. Who's going to want it the most? Oh, look at that!
Oh, Filthy and G-Man are gone.
And they are out of it. Cruising, Withers, who's going to win it? Cruising's going to hold on. Is Cruising going to hold on? Cruising holds on for the win. Dick Withers in second and Rebel Dixie in third. Scooter takes home fourth position. G-Man in fifth. Drifter in sixth. And Filthy Bits unlucky, seventh position. A little bit of showboating. Hopefully he's not racing in that Mankini tonight. That's my job. What a race.
Not commenting.
How was that one, guys, in chat? What did you think of that race? I think that was one of the best races I've seen in quite a while, and what a performance by Cruising. Up 11 positions.
And unfortunately to Josh Locke, he had a engine failure at the start of the race, unfortunately.
So, that is definitely going to need an engine rebuild. Anyway, thank you very much, Cruising, for hosting that event. That was an absolutely beautiful race. One of the best I've seen in quite a while. So, we'll leave this room now, and we'll talk to you later, Cruising. We'll talk to you later, Grim Death.
No worries, buddy.
So, guys in chat, what did you think? What did you think of that race? I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I don't know about you, but it's definitely one for the highlight reel, that's for sure. So, we'll cross over now to the big lobby, the Supercars, Group A. Thrillhouse's finest drivers in this lobby. As we make our way in. So guys in chat, what did you think of that race? I thought it was absolutely fantastic as we look at the absolutely stunning customised version of Pagani's Zonda. That beautiful pink livery. Dadson, poor Filthy. Yeah, that was an unfortunate incident, that one. G-Man and Filthy just not had the grip at the end of the race when they needed it. They'll bounce back though. So, who have you guys got on for this race? Who are you barracking for? Let me know in chat. And to join me in this absolutely nail-biting round, we've got the Good Doctor. Are you there, Good Doctor?
Good evening, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well. I'm a bit hoarse after that Supernovas race. It was absolutely brutal. How are you?
A bit like that. I'm going quite well, mate. We've just finished our second test start. Everybody is on the straight and narrow, so we're about to set off qualifying.
Fantastic. So, who's had the pace so far in the practice sessions?
It's the usual suspects. You got your Terrys, your Cyborg. Kiz is up there as well with his debut in Supercars Group A. I've seen Wardo's been quick as well, but a lot of guys are around the low 29s. And I have heard word that we might see a mid-28 in qualifying on low fuel. So it's going to be pretty tight at the top, I think.
So guys, we're just going to have a look at our field now. And looks like first onto the track will be Bass. And driving for the Red Line Group. He had a very, very good start to the season in Supercars B. Took out the win, got the promotion into Group A, and, well, he basically sent a big warning shot to the field. Second place in the field. He was an absolute masterclass drive by Bass, and that's another thing that Terry's got to think about as well. Tarmac's going to have a big battle on his hands now that he's got another big driver to push against. Speaking of the man himself, Tarmac Terry, our championship leader, and he has clean swept literally everything in the Revolution Motorsports Holden Racing Team BMW. He's 2 from 2 in the wins, 2 from 2 in the pole positions, and he's 2 from 2 in the fastest laps. So, can he keep this streak going? It's an absolutely mammoth effort so far for Season 4. We've got D. He's driving in the Counterpunch Hyundai here, the Penrite livery. Absolutely stunning looking car. And D's just been plodding along. Took 12th position in the first round at Yamagiwa, and then at Suzuka. He got into the top 10 with a 9th position. He's been racing very, very well. So he's been quite, as I quote the Hyundais, solid. 4th, we've got Wardo for Gentle Performance in the BMW. He's had a bit of a hit and miss season so far. He's had the pace in qualifying especially, and then just in the race, a couple of incidents that have just set him back a little bit. Had an incident in the first round at Yamagiwa with Rocky that was a very high profile incident. And then in Suzuka, just a couple of things didn't go right for him. Ended up finishing in the traditional gentle position, P7. What's he got tonight? Running on limited practice. Got Gaz Big Balls in 5th position in the beautiful Vortec Bundaberg Red BMW entry there. So Gaz surprised everyone a little bit this season. His pace has been absolutely fantastic. In the first round, he was in the top 5, and he's also just, that's all he's ever been in. He's been 5th in both races at Suzuka. So when it counts, he's right in the mix. It's been a beautiful season to watch. So we've got Hardy Hardsoft in the newly updated 2019 Monster Energy livery. Fantastic looking machine from Powerhouse Motorsports here. Hardsoft's just getting to grips again with this season. Just hasn't been on the pace, but when it counts, he's been around there. So he had a 13th position at Yamagiwa, followed by an 11th. So pushing for that top 10 tonight for Powerhouse. Let's see what he can do. We got Mighty Mo for the Alpha Motorsports Hyundai Red Bull entry. Click, click, click. He's been on it, that's for sure. And in the first round, he did quite well. He finished 9th in the Hyundai, top position Hyundai for that round. And then in the second round, just on the fringes of the 10th position. He's looking very, very forward to this round. So let's see what he's got. We got Brocky, who's gone to P3. The Cyborg, he's been quick, but he's just let incidents get in the way in the races, unfortunately. We know he's got the pace. He is the Season 2 champion. Has he got the newest update from Skynet? Is that firmware all ready to go? Let's see what's going to happen. Kizar making his debut in Supercars A. Another one of our high-profile drivers that went to the Gran Turismo finals in Japan. The teammate to Terry in the Revolution BMW. And Kiz has been absolutely fantastic in the Supercars B. He's just dominated the last round at Suzuka, and in the first round finished in 2nd position, I believe. So he's come to play, he wants to make an impression, and he's in with the big boys now, so he's going to have to prove himself. What's he got to offer? Clinty Gogo, position 7 so far. And he's in the DBR Team Penske Jim Beam livery for the Aston Martin. And he's been actually not too bad. The first round he got a podium at Yamagiwa. Looked very solid. Drove very, very well. And then in the last round, also in the top 10 with an 8th position. He's been doing very well this season. His qualifying's just been a little bit down, but his pace in the race has been very, very good. So let's see what he's got to do tonight. We've got NASCAR, who's just jumped into P7 in the absolutely stunning Castrol BMW livery. And he's been making a very, very good impression for Cornerstone Performance in that BMW, as he just gives Clinty Gogo a little bit of a tip. And in the first round, 8th position. He's been very, very good in the way his racecraft has been. Not getting into too much trouble. Not getting into any accidents. Had a bit of a struggle though in Suzuka, finished 12th. Let's see how he does tonight. Got V8 driving in the Ragged Edge Aston Martin, the Freightliner Brad Jones Racing livery. And he finished 2nd in Yamagiwa in an absolutely stunning performance, but he had an absolute horrendous round. One to forget at Suzuka, unfortunately finishing in 14th position. Just really didn't have the pace. The Aston's not suited to Suzuka, so we'll see what he can do tonight, that's for sure. we've got Knuckles, P13 at the moment, just on his outlap, driving for Frontier Motorsport in the Norton Hornet. Arguably the fastest of the Hyundai drivers so far. He got into the top 10 at Yamagiwa before finishing with a drive of the day, 6th position at Suzuka. Absolutely stunning drive from Knuckles. He held it together really, really well against the faster cars. We know he's one of the quick guys in Thrillhouse, so what can he do tonight against the big names? What can he also do against the threat of Kizza? Going to be interesting to see what happens there. And last but not least tonight, we've got Noble driving for Cornerstone BMW in the Jayco livery. Noble, 2nd position in the championship behind Terry, and he's just been consistent. So in the first round, he did finish in 6th, followed by a 3rd position at Suzuka. Ready, raring to go. He's got pace, as we understand, so keep an eye on Noble so far. So, go to the top at the moment. Terry's leading the way with a 129.289. Just over 2/10 to Bastickle. And look at the gap between Bass to Wardo in 3rd position. So the big boys of BMWs have come out to play. Kiss is doing really, really well in 5th, so... What are your thoughts on tonight's race, good doctor? What are you feeling from qualifying?
So far so good here. Terry's obviously setting the pace. That was on a near full tank at 129.2, so obviously he's going to go quicker. He's just coming in for fresh tyres now. Bass has just come on an outlap now. He's just changed his tyres, so I'm expecting him to go faster. But Wardo's just come out of nowhere on no practice at all, just smacked into the mid-29s. That's sensational time for him so far. Hopefully he can stick out up the top. Noble's just dropped into 5th as well. Noble's been very fast in early practice. I saw him knocking on the door of a 28 earlier this evening. So I expect him to be up the pointy end as well once he starts running that fuel a bit lower.
Looking forward to seeing how these boys race tonight. They are the best of the best in Thrillhouse. We've got some of Australia's finest drivers here as well. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic event. So just see who's...
Absolutely.
So Brocky's 3/10 of the second behind. What can Brocky do tonight, Doc? He's just had a bit of a struggle this season so far.
Well, just as you said that, I've got a second sector, purple sector out of the cyborg there. So big slide there. He's caught it. That might have wrecked it. That wasn't much, but it was a little tiny purple. He's definitely got the afterburner lit now.
So we'll just stay with the cyborg here, see what he can do.
Long sectors here at Interlagos. A big slide there and they pushed it.
And it's a track that's got a bit of mixed things for everyone as well. So the long straights for the BMWs and the Astons, the back straight as well, our 2 burn zones, and then you've got the second sector, very curvy, very good for those nimble Hyundais and especially the Mustang as well, which is very, like, it's a multi-purpose vehicle. So definitely going to be a fantastic night to watch. So
the attitude on the Cyborg's car is very interesting to watch. Actually, he's sliding in on the rear a lot. Every time he turns in, the back end kicks around. So he's definitely got a really loose setup in the rear end of that car. He's using it to help kick the nose in nice and tight.
So Noble's gone to the top so far with a 129.283, and look at the gap. Look at the gap. 6/1000ths of a second. So
here he comes.
It's going to be a massive effort to beat. So we'll just go and jump on with Kizza now as we go up to the first corner. We've got Curva 1. And very technical track into Lagos. Very easy to get wrong. So Curva 1, take that left. Straight into the right of the Estocena. As we pull out off the Curva de Sol onto the back straight. The first of our 2 penalty burn zones for tonight. So we'll just see how Kizza does in his first sector here. First sector ends just up here. And then we're up to the Descida del Lago. Very tricky section here. Very easy to understeer off. Also very easy to oversteer through that part as well. So coming up to Ferradura. One of the corners that you'd really need to make sure you have a good solid chassis for. Very easy to oversteer here. Very easy to go very wide as you go into Esse. Now we come into Pinheirino. Hug the left-hand side. Make sure you got the good grip as you exit. As you come up to Bico de Pato. Very weird track name, I know, but... As we exit to turn 11, Megulo. Hold that left hand. Be careful on the exit of the apex though. as you come to Juncal. Hold that left in. Make the most of the apex on the exit. Through Subida de Boxes. And along to the front straight now. So that is a lap of Interlagos, guys. As Terry casually drops out a 128.941.
Yep. While you were doing the lap there, both Terry and the Cyborg have jumped noble. Cyborg's into the 28s as well, now with the 28.981 for P2.
Wow. There is literally nothing between these guys tonight. So, looking at Noble in the Jayco car there. Can he keep this consistency going, good doctor? He is behind Terry by a bit. But...
Yeah, I do believe he can. Noble's a very solid race driver. He has shown that previously in Season 3. Got himself right up there in I believe it was the Alpha Motorsport Hyundai, actually. So he was definitely punched above his weight in that car. And it's one thing we've really been looking forward to seeing is all these quick guys on the same bit of equipment. So it's going to be interesting as this season plays out. And that's the thing about tonight too. Strategy is going to be a lot different. This is going to be more of a flat-out pace race too, being the 60-60. It's a much shorter race than what we're used to, more of a Season 1 style. So it'll be a bit different.
So for those of you who haven't experienced our 60-60 events before, we're going to be holding 2 races tonight, 14 laps, 60 kilometres both races. You don't need to worry about tyres as much as you would in the bigger sprint races. You don't have to worry about the mediums. So, but it's going to be interesting. As we've seen in Super 3, do you take that one stop, or do you try and push to the end and hope for the best and really look after these tyres? Because we do have some of Australia's best drivers here.
Look, the argument's there for the no stop. I just don't see it being a good idea in this field. These guys, the pace is going to be so ridiculously fast. I don't see it working not stopping. I think you'll lose too much in the long run and you're going to get swallowed at the end of the race. And these guys are not going to play nice if they catch you at the end of the race. They're just going to get straight through.
Talking from experience, Super A is absolutely brutal, that's for sure. These guys don't muck about at all, so some of these guys as well have fitted really well into Super A as well. Like Bass's results have been, like his result at Suzuka was fantastic with that 2nd position. Started in 6th position. He really is one of the top guys in Australia. He's been into the Gran Turismo finals along with Kiza and in Japan. And he's really one of those guys that really wants to make an impression in this championship as well. And with Redline, bit of an updated roster for Redline. They're looking very, very strong this season. So can Bass lead the way for Redline to challenge the likes of Revolution? What do you think? What do you think of that?
Redline have definitely got a strong base to build off now. They've done a lot of really good driver signings in the off season. Bass obviously has just slotted into the team there as the pace setter and the team leader, which is absolutely excellent for them, but also picking up Mr. Bradley as well for Supercars Group B. Yeah, I think they're one of the teams that have really scored very well out of the driver shuffle at the end of Season 3. As far as going head-to-head with the types of like Revolution, that's a tough ask because both the Revolution cars are now in Supercars Group A. They're really in the driver's seat for the championship, but don't count out Vortec either, because the Cyborg and Gazballs have both been in Group A all season so far, so they're definitely scoring plenty of points.
Just got to feel that someone's got to take the fight up to Revolution, so we're just
absolutely
on board with Brocky now. Started the 2nd sector.
He's come on Bass at the moment. He's just approaching the 3rd sector split. He's on a good lap. He's definitely keening himself out of P6. That's the 3rd row. Do not want to be way back there.
Not where he wants to be, unfortunately, so he's just coming up to Juncal now.
Oh, wow. Purple sector through 3. This could be the lap that it's Bass in the front row. Great entry onto the straight, climbing the hill.
So what can he do now? As we keep an eye. He's got that Mustang absolutely dialed in, that's for sure.
We've hit 5 minutes to go now, so this is where guys need to start making a decision whether they need to go in again and get an outlap belt. Oh, P2! Oh no! It's so close!
7 1,000ths of a second! Oh my word! Oh!
The Cyborg's gonna go better. Here it comes! Goes to P1!
Wow! 128.654!
Wow, what a lap. Gazball's just quietly stuck into P4 there as well, guys. Just off the back of that.
Oh,
So the Vortex guys have come to play.
Brocky has just sent a note to the rest of the field. Just one of those sticky notes that's just got "I'm here" written on it. He would have stuck that on.
Needs to pick up now.
So jumping on board with Kizza now.
He's just about to start his fast lap. He's exited the pits and on fresh tyres. But this has to be his lap now. He's got not much fuel left in the tank. This is going to be all or nothing, I think. He's down in P8 now. He's been shuffled way down the order. Those couple of guys jumping up.
Just going to be a bit of a baptism of fire, I feel, for Kizza tonight. He's got the pace to do really well in this group. It's just Supercars B to Supercars A. It's like, I don't know, jumping off, I don't know, a normal mild chicken curry and then jumping into a really spicy chicken vindaloo covered in Carolina Reaper sauce. It really is. So, we've run through the grid now. Got Brocky in first. Terry.
Oh, Kizza! I think he's just bottled the lap.
Oh dear, we'll get on the replay with that one.
Just catches the grass on the exit there. I think he's bottled it.
Can't get a replay of that one, unfortunately. Cameraman's fallen asleep again. So
now we've got a best sector coming up the straight now.
Oh no.
Goes to 4.
Oh, Noble really wants to make that challenge. What's Gaz got to offer though? He's only 4/100ths of a second behind, so he's setting on in the out lap now. And I reckon Gaz might be a bit of a smoky for this race tonight.
Here we go. Here we go. Wardo's on a purple sector through 1.
Oh, we'll stick
currently
through Wardo.
P6.
Oh, one spot above the traditional Jandal spot. So, coming into Ferradura. Hugging that left-hand side. Straight up to Esse. That BMW just looks very stable through Penjarino. He's making the most of this track too. He's taking all of the apex. Straight through to Bico Tapato. Exiting through.
Approaching the split. Here it comes.
What's he got?
He's up by a bit, but he's not up on the sidewalk anymore, but he's way up on his personal best.
So needs 2/10 to go up from Gaz.
Currently he's a 129.3 at the moment. He's 0.33 up, so he's going to go into the 28s. This is going to be a good lap. How's the run down the straight?
He's going to hug the inside. Goes up to 4.
Goes to P4. Great job, Wardo.
Beautiful lap there. So, looking at the top 5, there's only less than 4/10 between them. So,
this guy look mental.
Oh,
comes Gaz along the stretch now on his fast lap. He's out of fuel too, so this is going to be all or nothing for Gaz. No, he goes in.
Looking at Terry now.
Clint's in.
What's Terry got for the Cyborg? That's going to be the interesting thing. Can he fight up for... Well, let's see what he's got. Probably lots. Must be on his out lap.
Some of these guys aren't going to make it home again. We've got a minute to go.
So, happy hour. Everyone's checked in for their drinks. We're in Tarmac's case. A little bit of molten bitumen.
Straight gasoline, isn't it?
One of the two. Some say his discharge is 98 fuel from BP Ultimate. So...
Wardo approaching 2. What's he got? Nah, he's off the pace this lap. It's going to practically call it from there shortly. We're 20 seconds to go.
So
I have to be ready to go. These guys are going to be doing.
So it looks like, yeah, we're not going to see much more movement out of this one. So looking at Knuckles, he's called it. So you look at the top 10, and they're split apart by less than a second. So there's a lot of quality in this field as well.
Bass got cut off before he got the straight. He's going to have to buck out. He's going to have to roll out of it. Good man. Straight to the pits. I love to see that. Well done, Bass. He could have tried and stuck that one through.
Very sportsmanlike, very gentlemanlike, Bass. Very pleasant fellow to, off the track, and on the field he may be one of the most gentlemanly people, yet very, very smooth. So, let's see what you guys think in chat, eh? Who do you think is going to win tonight? Who's our top 3? Who's your smoky? And any predictions, any surprise predictions, any crashes, any sort of rises from the bottom to the top. What are you guys thinking tonight? Either way, 14 laps around Interlagos for 2 races. Getting 2 for the price of 1 tonight, good dog.
Yeah, well, that's it too, and this is going to be really interesting too, because it's an interesting strategy to play because of the way that this 60-60 split works. Is race 1 is qualified. Now everyone's going to be set up in a grid, but then race 2 is based off finish positions for race 1. So some guys might have to roll the dice for race 2 and make a decision on where they are currently, and do they push harder? Do they defend extra hard to get a better starting position for the second race? Interesting.
So, a lot of comments coming in for Brocky at the moment. JOTT, oh me, oh my, what a race this is shaping up to be. I do believe you are correct, good sir.
I love it.
Evening Filthy, what a qualifying session, he says. We've got Captain, well done Brocky. Brocky to claim tonight. Troy to run consistent and gain some posies. So, wants V8 to get up there. Clint, driver of the day from Hendo there. How are you tonight,
I haven't voted for himself yet.
I'm surprised by that.
Clint just had a pretty good qualifying in the end, actually. He stuck himself up to P7 overall. So, just...
Filthy's predicted Knuckles for his Smoky.
Well, Knuckles did show at Suzuka that he was fairly handy with the little Hyundai. The
little car that could.
He's probably not far off.
I'd say it's going to be interesting as well, because Knuckles has been, he's been on fine. He was fine form last season. I think he finished top 3 for the championship in Supercars for season 3, taking the challenge with Frontier and the Hyundai. And Frontier getting back together after a season in the BMW. Cruisin', shot of E85 hits the spot. I'd have to agree with that in regards to our drivers tonight. They'll be shooting themselves up with some form of adrenaline, whether it be a beer, coffee, or in Terry's case, 98. So...
Wow, I almost made a very controversial mistake. I had to double check my gridding. Whoops. I almost put Terry on pole. That would have been awkward. Can you see how awkward that would have been? Oh boy. So I've got to recheck it all again to make sure I'm right.
Captain's predicted Kizza to get on the podium as well. So Kizza in P7. Slotted in very nicely into Supercars A, by the looks of things in qualifying, in the janitor position. So, can really help out Terry now in regards to his championship crusade as well. So 2 cars for Revolution in Supercars A is massive news. Especially for the likes of Vortec with Brocky wanting to win the title, Gazballs being almost as consistent this season as well. So, yeah, very interesting to see if Revolution will take a fight up to Vortec. They do have the gap in the team's championship. GFL, hard to pick too many great drivers. Well, he is right about that, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
I
have a grid for you, sir.
Oh, roll it away then, good dog.
So with the pole position, we've got the Cyborg, which is... It's great to see the Cyborg back on the front row. It's great to see him taking the fight to Terry, so awesome to see him starting from the pole. Terry there, back on the front row, so he's still hanging around up there, so he's out of P2. Going to be excellent watching those 2 guys into turn 1. Bass there starting out of 3 with Wardo right beside him. The second row is going to be really, really smoky. If those guys up the front row have a bit of an issue with the start, expect those 2 boys to pounce. Noble out of 5 with Gazballs. Again, another quick pairing there too. So any issues out of turn 1, those 2 will be ready and willing to take positions. Clinic Go-Go with a super fast Aston out of position number 7 with Kids are right beside him. NASCAR there starting out of 9 with Knuckles in 10. V8 there starting from 11th with Hardsoft out of 12. I'm not going to say anything about V8 this time because I put the knock on him last race. 13th position we got D, and in position number 14 we have Mr. Mo.
So that's your grid for tonight, guys. Get those predictions in. So Dig Withers has predicted Terry, Bass, Noble for the podium. Interesting choice there. So Excalibur, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Terry, Brocky, Bass for podium. Puma, happy if Kizza just beats Gaz. Well, that's going to be a very tight battle actually. Lucky Lowndes to make a comeback and show them how to beat the ugly duckling. So, for those of you who did watch the V8s today, or didn't, Scott McLaughlin, clean sweeping the round, beating Shane Van Gisbergen. Cam Waters actually finished in second position today, so well done to Cam as well. As we take a look at, if you'll let me, take a look at the rest of the grid here. So it's going to be very, very volatile field here tonight, guys. These are the best of the best drivers, the best that Thrillhouse has to offer. Not only that, some of Australia's very best drivers who have gone on to represent Australia in overseas competitions. Got a lot of drivers that do compete in the FIA events in this group as well, that really want to make their name for themselves in the upcoming tournaments. Drivers the likes of Brocky, Bass, Terry, Wardo, Noble, Kizza. You could put a blanket through most of these guys and say that they would do extremely well into Supercars, into the Gran Turismo Championships as well. So, just looking at Knuckles at the moment. That beautifully presented Norton Hornet. And Brocky just sitting behind that beautiful Thrillhouse Supercars safety car, driven by the good doctor here. Absolutely stunning car. There's a little bit of biff and barge going on there.
Bargy on back there.
Giving Kizza a little bit of a welcome to Supercars A. It's probably the best way to say it. So it's going to be very exciting to watch these guys go at it, especially that top four. The top four have all got the potential to really make a name for themselves in this championship. This round could make or break everybody. So who's going to go and fight their way up?
You feel the Cyborg has to have a big race tonight. He's got to keep Terry under control.
He does. Got to claw some of that gap back as well. Might need Terry to make a mistake or just something out of the ordinary. We know Tarmac very rarely makes mistakes, so it has happened though. Anything can happen in Supercars A, so just got to be very careful of what you do. So Staniel, Bass is a solid fave for sure, going to be an epic battle. I can't really pick a solid favourite tonight, so race 1, be interesting to see who gets up there. Remember that in race 1, wherever they finish is where they start for race 2 too, ladies and gentlemen. So we watch these cars grid up in very gentlemanlike.
Oh, look at that. Nice work, guys. Beautiful work from Supercars A. It's probably the best grid up we've had all season.
So, the bad, big Supercars A. What can these guys do? Just over 5,000 horsepower, the best of the best in the business. Lined up, Brocky V, Terry V, Base V, Wardo V, Noble V, Gaz. That's our top 6. Looking at our top 6 now at the start grid. Red light. Tensions rising. Massive egos, all coming to a head. And they're underway! Brocky will lead them away from the start with Terry in second. Bass in third. Wardo starts off nicely as well. Looks like we've all bailed away cleanly. Someone at the back hasn't had the best of starts though. So Brocky leads them away through curve 1. Through the centre curves. A little bit of drama there at the back though. Look at this. Wardo, Gaz, Noble all finding out. Noble's been held out a bit wide at Curva de Sol. They get through cleanly. Well done, boys. So Brocky leads them the way through the first sector. Terry and Bass run with him. Can these guys stick with him for now? Strategy comes into play. Let's find out. Hold your horses, grab a cold one. So they look like they've got the pace. Just breaking away from Wardo a little bit. Who's in 4th? Noble 5th. Gaz, Clinty, Gogo, Kizzo, NASCAR. This pack has got it all. Looking at Gaz now. And this is a battle for the ages right now. It's been very, very gentleman-like, these guys though, so just keep tabs on them. Rocky just leading the way. Coming up to Junkow now. Just starting to spread out a little bit. and up to the first of 14 laps. So Brocky's going to lead him from Terry, from Bass, from Wardo, from Noble, from Gaz, Glinty Go-Go, Kizza, NASCAR, and Knuckles in P10. That rounds out our 10. You've got V8 in 11th. He's looking hungry. Wants a piece of Kizza. Can he go around the outside? He's going to look for the outside. Kizza defends well. Mo up the inside. Mo goes to P12. There's contact between Mo and Hardysoft. Oh, Hardy gets into D. Oh,
D
no.
gets into Mo as well.
Oh, no. So contact at the back there, unfortunately. Back up the front now, and look at this. Brocky has Terry all over his rear end. Going to be a big fight out here. Cyborg v Tarmac. They've got a very patient Bass Tickle behind them as well. So if these two make any mistake, they'll and Wardo as well. Wardo will capitalise.
There's a pretty good battle here for 6th, 7th, 8th, mate. Gazballs, Clint and Kizza.
Oh, you're definitely right about that one. Look at Gaz. Clinty's looking up the inside of Kizza, but Kizza's going to have the inside to the next corner. So Kizza just defends really well. Oh, Clinty, go! Oh, wow!
Wow!
Welcome to Thrillhouse, says Clinty Go-Go on Kizza.
Those cars in it too now. He's on the outside though.
He is, and that's
Here comes
giving
Knuckles as well.
Knuckles is getting a bit of a sniff. So you got these guys not mucking about. Have a look at the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th as well. Bass is closed in, so's Wardo. And Noble's...
Come on, Wardo, get up there.
Noble's starting to close in as well. Look at these guys. These guys are really tight.
They're going to be 3 wide in the first quarter if they're not careful.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, boys. This is tight. Our benchmark operator's up at the front. Have a look at them. So there must have been some sort of little error by Terry. It's just brought these other 3 drivers back into it. Looking at Bass now. He looks like he's a bit hungry to make a move here on Terry. As Noble is also looking like he wants to join the party as well.
And Noble's starting to do a little bit of showing the headlight to Wardo now on the approach to the turns there.
So they got a bit of a back to Gazballs in 6th there. So just starting to skip away a little bit. Looking at Bass now. Got Wardo all over his rear.
Oh, Noble's all... oh, these 3 are real close together now.
The best in the business right now going at it. So what's Bass going to help? What's Bass going to do for Wardo here? He's going to just keep him behind. Is Wardo going to be hungry? Who's going to blink? That's the question here. So has Bass got the car underneath him to just hold these guys up, or is he just saving himself so that he comes back later at Terry and Brocky? That's the question here.
I'm just having a bit of a look. Tyres aren't really an issue at the moment because it's only beginning lap 4, but so far Wardo has used the most fuel out of the entire top 5.
So
by quite a substantial margin.
So Wardo's working that car very hard. Could throw a spanner in the works, definitely. So just keeping an eye here on the Bass and Wardo battle at the moment. Rocky's got the fastest lap of the race at 29.427.
Wardo having a look down the inside. Here he comes. Great move from Wardo there. Beautiful move.
Well done there, Wardo. Beautifully done, and this might give Noble a little bit of a sniff as well. So is Noble going to start flashing the lights at Bass? We'll see. Thanks for the bits there, Cruisin'. And Clinty Go-Go's got a penalty. Oh, wow. So he must have cut the corner in some way down at the Interlagos. I'll just call it Desi Driver.
Desi Driver, I love it.
Back up the front now. Brocky's in the lead by just under a second. You got Terry in 2nd position. So these two just gapping a little bit. Can Wardo stick with them? Bass in 4th. Noble's just holding on station in 5th.
He's starting to hunt a bit, Noble. He's still getting nice and close.
So just stick with Noble here.
Just want to give F1 a tab for me, mate, please.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
So just looking now. Oh, Noble's just going to have a look here.
Oh, it is.
He's going to go up the inside. He is.
It's a brave move. Oh, squeal out the brakes.
Through the curb into centre. He's got the
He's going to get a
crisscross
good run
on.
here on the outside. Has to get a long way around. Look at Gazballs though, he's starting to sneak up on the back of these guys now.
Oh,
He's closing quickly, Gazballs. Jeez, he's made up some time through those couple of corners.
has he looked after that car, do you think? Or is he just starting to make a bit of a...
Oh, he gets in the back of Bass! Noble got through on the brake. Oh.
And this has given Gaz a massive sniff as well. Gaz thought about it around the outside there of Ferradura as well. He's, look at him, he's right on the rear. Will he make a move into SA? Oh,
Gives him a tap. Oh, here, mate. Move over.
A little bit of
Here comes Kizza
inspiration.
as well now. Kizza's going to close up on Gazballs.
Oh, it's just getting out of hand now. These guys, they're playing for keeps right now.
Oh, look, the bits flying in. Thank you, Cruising. Thank you, Filthy. Thank you, Cruising again.
Cruising's having a field day with those bits, that's for sure.
Oh, you guys.
So Brocky's sort of checked out a little bit here. Still got Terry on his rear though. Watto's just starting to leave Noble a little bit behind in third position. Got Noble in fourth. Bass in fifth. He's got Gazballs right up his rear end though.
Here comes another look into one, not quite.
Oh,
You guys go so deep into one.
so confident under brakes.
Just the guys there that are getting a little bit down on the Mustang, don't worry. It looks like Bass is doing a pretty good car save at the moment. He's got good fuel and really, really good tyres still. So it's what we saw of him in Suzuka. He seems to get that car looked after really nicely, nice smooth movements. So expect him to have a lot more life in the car as they get further through the race.
So looking at these guys up the front here, the question is, what are they going to do in terms of strategy? Are they going to, I assume you'd have to pit, but who's going to make the fuel save? Because it looks like Terry is definitely using some of that fuel to catch the Brocky, that's for sure. The gap has closed down slightly.
So at the moment for the first two cars, Terry has a slight fuel advantage. Tyres are about even on both cars. That's not a lot in it though.
Oh.
Watto's balanced out the Jandal car a bit too in third there. The fuel usage is still a little bit worse off, but it's not as bad as it was before. So he's definitely eased it off a little bit now and getting into a bit of a rhythm. Noble's better again. Bass is way better. And Gazballs is worst out of the top six. So he's had to use the car up to try and bring that gap in.
Starting to become a bit of a specialty for Bass as well, just that fuel management, tyre management of the car as well. We saw it in rounds 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
We also saw it in, I think it was Super 3 as well, like the fact that he could just really look after that car. So we'll keep an eye on Bass there. He's just sitting behind Noble at the moment. Back up the front
Just keep an eye on Clinty Gogo out of position 8 as well. He's on really, really good fuel on board too, so he's going to have a very short stop if he does stop.
Wow, so we know the Aston is famous for its fuel saving here. Track that does suit itself to the Aston a little bit, definitely on those long straights as well. So we'll definitely keep an eye on Clinty Gogo and see how he's doing. Back up the front now. It just seems like Brocky and Terry are just starting to just drop back a tiny bit to Watto.
First pit stops are in, hard, soft. Knuckles and D have all come in and out.
Ooh.
They've all changed tyres and topped up the fuel.
So see how much the undercut comes into play here. So did these guys learn anything from Super 3? Because the undercut can work favours here. Keeping an eye on Terry now.
Giving it a crack.
Keeping an eye on Terry now. Gap's just drifted out a little bit here to Brocky. So looking at Watto there in fourth. Noble. Third, sorry. Noble in fourth. Bass fifth. Gaz sixth.
Might pay for one of these guys to jump out of formation now and pit.
I think as
You know,
well.
dive in now. Yeah, dive in now. Get out of there. Goes Watto. Brocky's in too. So Terry's gone around again. The Cyborg and Watto have both dove in. Noble,
Wow.
Bass, Gaz have all gone around again. Kiz has gone in as well.
Wow.
So it looks like split strategies there for both Vortec and Revolution, which is interesting.
Thanks for the bits there, Doremus. Also comes into play, is Bass going to do is he going to no stop? Because I feel like he's got the potential, looking after that car, he could do that. So that would make a very, very big spanner in the works, that's for sure. Looking up front now at Terry. Got the track to himself for the moment. See Noble in second there. Third position is Bass. Fourth is Gazballs. You got Clinty Gogo in 5th, who's just starting to make up just that little bit of time. 6th is NASCAR.
Well, Knuckles jumped Kizza with the undercut.
Ooh. So what's Knuckles got under the hood of that Hyundai? So can he make those front tyres last? He has got the undercut, yes, but that means those tyres are going to wear a little bit quicker. So could come into play later on in this race. Keep an eye on that one. That's going to be very interesting to see. So jumping on with Terry now. Can Terry just keep going for a couple more laps, or will he pit? Let's wait and see.
He's going to go around again.
Wow.
Is he gone?
Wow, must be confident with the fuel save and the tyres.
Gazballs is in. Noble and Bass go around again. Alright, I'll stay with Gazballs and see what he's like against Cyborg.
So just looking now, Terry, just seems like the Bass is just starting to come to him a little bit. Not by much, but Bass has got a bit more car underneath him. So Noble's sticking with him as well. So this could really bring Bass and Noble into the mix if Terry decides to pit. Especially if these two don't, because, well, it depends on how much they've looked after their car. We know they're very, very solid drivers in regards to managing their cars, making them run longer. But can they go up against Brocky and Terry? We'll have to wait and see on that one. We know they've got pace, but have they got longevity?
Gaz lost track position against Wardo there with the overcut, so it hasn't worked out well for him. Kiz has got really hurt by it though, because he's still behind Knuckles.
Wow. So Brocky's in 7th position at the moment, sitting in the Jandal spot. Looking there at Gaz Big Balls. 8th is Wardo. So field's starting to spread out just that little bit more.
Terry's going to have to come in soon because his tyres are getting really hurt. His front right-hand tyre is just baked.
Is he going to pit now?
Goes around again.
Wow. He's really
Bass
wanting
is
not
going
to
around
pit.
again. Noble's going with him as well. So Noble's sticking with Bass. He's not letting him off.
So Clinty Gogo's going around again, as well as NASCAR. So that's interesting in itself as well.
It's brave. And V8 too.
Oh. And where's Brocky in regards to V8? So,
4.9 seconds behind V8 Brocky is. He's just gone fastest lap though, guys, with a 29.1.
Wow.
Great lap from the Cyborg.
So he's got the pace, that's for sure. But what's going to happen to these front runners with their tyres? How much of the pace are they going to lose? Are they going to drop? They're definitely going to drop time, but how much are they going to lose? That's the question here, guys. So the chase is definitely on.
Well, Bass stands to gain the most, but Noble's not bad either because he's tucked in behind Bass at the moment, saving a bucketload of fuel in that BMW. But Terry's car out in fresh air, it's just drinking like so much petrol at the moment out the front there. So this is going to hurt Terry. I think this isn't going to work out well for him at all.
So Terry's going to have a bit of a strategy play here. Does he come in low fill?
That said, though, it's 4 laps though, and he's got just over a quarter of a tank. He might sneak it home. It's going to be tight though. 14 laps is a big ask for 1 tank of fuel, especially in a BMW.
It is known for drinking like an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day, that's for sure. So we'll have to wait and see. It's definitely going to be very intriguing. It's we didn't see anyone do a no stop on the Super 3 race as well last week. So
wow. Okay. To put it in perspective for there, Terry's laps have been within. We did a 29.9, 29.8, 29.8, 29.8, 37, 36, 31 flat. So he's definitely losing a lot of pace now. Wow. I don't think the fuel's the issue. I think the tyres are the issue. He's losing a lot of grip in that front end.
So it just looks like...
Whereas Bass is in the mid-30s the whole way so far.
So can Bass just fight back that little bit against Terry? We'll wait and see. Can someone stop Terry's rampage of absolute perfection at the moment, though? It's a big ask, that's for sure. So it's... I feel like if you're going to pit in now, it's too little too late. You've lost too much time, and that's the thing. I think a couple of these guys are just going to have to grin and bear it and see how they go.
Well, that's the thing. These are the kind of guys that could make it work.
Oh, NASCAR's going up the inside of V8 here. Is he going to hold into SA? Yes, he will. It looks like...
the Cyborg's on him now too.
Oh! Rocky round the outside. What a move!
You should grab NASCAR here too. He's going to go for it down the inside. See you later. That's fresh rubber, folks. That's what it looks like.
Straight up this inside of Bicota Parlo. So what?
Thanks very much, boys. I'll see you later.
So
what's Terry doing now? He's going to go around again. Looks like it. Yeah, he's going around again.
Oh wow.
But Bass is definitely closing that gap up. It's down to 3.4 seconds now.
How much more has Terry got to give in that BMW? How much can he do? What can he do against Bass, who's really looked after that Mustang?
I think Terry's safe if he doesn't make a mistake. But that said, as we know, the soft tyres, when they get this warm, they drop off a cliff almost instantly. So he could go to brakes into one of the corners here and just put his foot in the brake and nothing happened. His lap times are slowing up. He's in the 31.1s now. It's down to 3.2 now. Bass is closing quickly. 3.1. I think Terry might be just limping a little bit here to try and save some fuel because he's not in a good spot for fuel. Bass looks like he's going to make it comfortably. NASCAR, it'll be interesting. But clearly Gogo, with that drive at the moment in 4th position, he's just closing these guys up so fast at the moment. The Aston's got buckloads of fuel left. He can run at full power to the end.
And the big thing as well is that Noble's just dropped off Bass a little bit, so definitely looking like Bass is going to make a play here, so let's wait and see. Sticking up the front now.
Answer your question there, cruising. We're currently on lap 12 of 14. Hasn't popped up on the screen yet.
So
Mr. Brent will fix that for you.
Oh, I can. So Terry's definitely in front at the moment.
The lead gap is down to 2.7 seconds in closing, so Bass is definitely starting to walk in there. He's left Noble behind now. He's definitely put the afterburner on. This will be the difference for Terry too. You'll see that Mustang closing up. He's going to need to try and push, but now those tyres are completely toast.
What I'm interested in as well is Clinty Gogo. He's in 4th position.
Oh, wow. Bass was a second faster that lap than Terry. An entire second.
Wow. So, looks like Bass has just decided to hit the hard style and he's going to start making a move now. 2 laps left, 2.5 seconds. And
oh, hang on. We've had a problem with water. He's back in 8th.
Oh, wow. He's behind NASCAR as well. Wow.
Yeah, he had a big problem. I reckon he's had to lose somewhere there.
Wow. So he's on the rear end. He's on the rear end of NASCAR here. Just sticking with him. He's going to make the move up here, up to Sergio De Lago. Yes, he is. He's going to go up the inside. NASCAR gives him room. Wardo makes it stick. Beautifully done there by Wardo. So he's 6 seconds exactly behind Brocky. So and it looks like Brocky's starting to close in on Clinty Gogo as well. 2.3 seconds and he's chewing time. So
the gap for the lead is down to 2.4. It's visual now. Bass is definitely closing in.
Wow.
Terry's car's limping home now. It's on vapour and the tyres are completely canvas. Can he make it?
He's getting home on the smell of an oily rag and basically
Bass's
on
car looks fine. It looks so good. It looks like a car's only done 5 laps. It's unreal. I can't believe what I'm looking at here, guys.
What a masterstroke move by Bass. He's really showing that he can really look after this car. What a performance.
Terry's just at the fuel light. Red light's on for Terry now. He's into the final lap.
Oh, Terry's...
2.1 seconds. He's just got to get it home.
Oh, but against Bass, who's basically got a beautifully well looked after car underneath. Ah, this is going to be tight. Hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen.
He's closing quickly.
Hold your horses. Oh.
The Cyborg's caught up to Clinty in the background there too.
Wow. 2 big battles to watch out for. So, oh, look at the gap. 1.8 seconds to the first sector. Can Bass hold? Can he just get onto the rear of Terry?
He's closing quickly. This is where Terry's car's going to hurt, up through the twisty bit here. This is going to hurt it. The front end grip's going to be non-existent. Bass is now on the fuel light.
Oh.
Look at Terry's car under brakes. It's just swirling in there under brakes.
Oh, he's got literally nothing left. Bass is just throwing the kitchen sink at this last lap. Coming up now, up to Pico de Pato. And that, look at the difference. Look at the Mustang.
Look at the difference.
It's just chomping time out through there.
1.4, 1.3.
Can Terry hold on, though?
I don't think he's going to get there. I don't think he's going to get there. I think Terry's got it.
Coming through Junção now on the final lap. Oh, I think he's just going to hold on. Coming through Sabina de boxes. And what a drive by Terry on the smell of an oily rack.
He's almost out of fuel.
Oh, no. Oh, he's going to make it. He's shaking the tank. Oh, Clinty Gogo's gone.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! That was out of P4.
He was going too. Oh, Bass in second, Noble in third. Brocky's going to get P4 as a result of Clinty Gogo. No.
Wardo gets 5th.
Oh, V8 Jazzballs. It's
V8.
drag race. Oh, V8
gets
holds on.
6th position.
Oh, and look at that. Jazzballs.
Oh, that's coming out of fuel.
Yeah, Kizza got
That's
him.
coming out of fuel. Finished
Knuckles.
9th in the end.
Oh, Hardy Hard soft holds on to 11th position. So D's going to be in 12th there.
Whew.
Wow.
Wow.
What a race. That had everything. So Mighty Mo in 13th, and unfortunately due to that disconnection, Clinty Gogo in last. So I got a feel for Clinty there. That's just.
He can rejoin the room and start from the back of race 2. It's not all. He'll still be able to get some points.
Not all doom and gloom. So what do you think, guys in chat? Who was your driver of the day for that race only? So.
Here comes Clinty Gogo again, I think, by the sounds of that.
So he's obviously had a technical drama there.
Oh, he'd be livid.
ECU let go on the final lap.
Oh no, out of P4.
Oh, he will be spewing about that. So he won't be liking that one bit. They would have put all the new technology in the Aston Martin Valkyrie, and he just got spare parts. So, feel gutted for him. So, checking out the chat now. Up the Novocastrian by Hendo there. Terry, Bass, and Noble. Clap, clap, clap. Staniel there. So that was, I think that was just an epic race. It really was a tale of two stories there. It was actually 3 if you count Brocky. So Terry coming home, basically on the smell of an oily rag with no tyres whatsoever, making sure he could make it home. Bass looking after that car absolutely perfectly, just fighting for that last 2 laps with just a brilliantly looked after car. Brocky making that one stop as well, having the pace at the end, fighting for 4th with Clinty Gogo until Clinty's ECU let go. So that'll be back in the factory at the back in the garage at the moment, just getting fixed. So hopefully Clinty Gogo will get back out in track. He'll have to start from last position though, guys. So checking on chat, Clinty driver of the day before disconnecting from DJ Brain. Oh, I would probably agree with you there. As much as Terry drove out of his skin for that win, and Bass looking after that car so well, I'd say yeah, Clinty Gogo was my pick for sure. Unfortunately, Dan the man, Tezza. So Dan's voted Tarmac Terry for the driver of the race. Josh Locke, solid drive Terry. Fully agreed on that one. So unfortunately, guys, Clinty will have to start from the back of the grid, and that makes life a little bit more difficult for him. So we'll keep an eye on how he goes. Dadson, Bass, driver of the day. So definitely worked out. So looks like Clinty Gogo's had a bit of a weird issue there. So sounds like he's had an issue with race control. We'll have to gloss over that in Discord. Speaking of those of you who are watching and want to get into Thrillhouse, jump on thrillhousearcade.com. You can join through the links there. Also click on our events tab and you can join the community events. We've got the Supernovas, and we've also got the Super 3 races happening on Thursdays. So feel free to jump in. Won't be long until we get started with Hump Day as well. So we do have a couple of ideas in the works, some drawings on the canvas. So stay tuned guys, and definitely look forward to the upcoming events as well. Should be fantastic fun to watch. If you want to join our Discord as well, make sure you jump into Discord, jump on the Thrillhouse Supercars channel, join the family. A lot of chat about all different types of things, from the motors, anything to do with normal everyday cars, to sports, led by our pioneering Ghost. How are you tonight, Ghost, if you're watching? So Shaneski, ooh, conspiracy is afoot. I don't know about that one, probably. We'll wait and see. So, Davo, make it reverse grid. Oh, God. Can you imagine that?
We aren't going to do that. We're not going to penalise the guy that wins the race. Sorry, guys, it's not going to happen.
So, just got a little bit of a technical error from the cameraman's end at the moment. So, just 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Talk among yourselves. Davo, BMW GTR.
Come on, boys.
A pack of German arseholes, that's what that is. So, cruising, Filthy's love for Fords.
They're all out on virtual safety car at the moment anyway, so there's a couple sitting in the pits. So I'll let them go around, do a lap or so and get themselves back in, back up to temperature, get themselves back ready to go, and they'll pop the safety car back out and we'll go again.
Sounds fantastic. So, security at the moment, if you can see, is pretty much not letting me in. So that is par for the course with Brazil. Unfortunately, they do not like. They don't really have the best in the way of security. So just bear with me a moment, guys. I will just have to sort this issue out.